We start out with the ego as our only vessel, and it's a very limited, tiny vessel. It can never be satisfied. And it's given to us as an aid. It's an aid that causes us a constant problem that we need help with. And once we know where we really want to go, we realize that we don't want to be in the ego. We don't want to limit our reality inside of a limited vessel. But it doesn't mean that we stop using the ego. We convert its use to serve the whole, to serve other people. And when we start functioning above the ego, it's still there, but whatever we do, rather than taking pleasure in our individual pleasure, we go above the wall of our ego and we start to feel the pleasure of others, and we start to work for the pleasure of others in our intent. Why we're using our ego. Who's going to benefit from this? Then the ego becomes irrelevant, and then the vessel becomes not mine, but everybody else. That's a vast vessel. The well-being of other people is actually our soul. That's the place where the light enters. It never enters into the ego. The ego is never the vessel of the light. It's the use of the ego that becomes the vessel of the light. That's what gets transformed. We stop identifying with it. We see it as a tool so that we would have some type of perception and ability to perceive this enormous force of bestowal, which was completely hidden. Now it builds a desire in us. It starts to evolve us. And now it can give us the fulfillment, because the thing that will fulfill us is to be able to act with exactly the same attitude as what the Creator has towards all of creation. That we can't have towards ourselves. We have to include everybody and everything and work for the good of everything. And when we start trying to use the ego to fulfill others, we are the same thing as that force that we call the Creator. That's what it wants to give us.